one night that we live tonight. Let's ride till we're out of sight. So far, so they never fade down our halo. Oh, let it go. Oh, let it go. One moon to inspire these lines, one love to ignite our hearts, one song we'll be singing out loud. Oh, there's no stairway to the sky, but I believe it is a child. We'll fly, fly so high, no they can't make us come down. Oh, let it go. Oh, let it go.
Foxtrot, do you copy? It's just as we thought. Under the farmhouses are bombs we've never seen before, and they're armed. Same as all, they're getting nauseous and they don't know how. And we're convinced that these are the cause, the radiating gamma rays above. There's four of us, she said as she turned around. There's four of us
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for your favorite show.
Favorite show.
Those Two Nerds. Hey man, I got my camera on. There, let's try that. There, cool. I had it like pointed down because when I was doing some stuff yesterday, it was basically shooting all of my room and it's whatever.
He was doing some webcam shows, 18 plus.
That's how I make all my extra money.
Yeah, times are tough. Got an OnlyFans tier 3 sub.
It's rough out there, guys, okay?
Well, good afternoon, everybody. Another episode of Those Two Nerds. Episode 37.
37.
Virus Alert.
37. This would have been the opportunity to name it 37 in a row. Oh, fail. Bad.
All right, but
Bad Nictus.
we had a little problem. Virus Alert. The reason why it's called that right now is because when we first logged on, we didn't even know if we were going to go live.
No. It was doing all kinds of things that were not
Yeah.
letting us do that.
We use Restream. So Restream's, if anybody hasn't heard of it, it's a website application that allows you to connect Twitch's, YouTube's, Facebook all in one and stream off one bandwidth. And it doesn't bog down your internet, but allows you to multicast out. It is a monthly subscription, so if you are looking for like, oh man, I stream on Facebook, but I also want to grow an audience on Twitch.
See, I'm not exclusive.
You can
He's
do
not
both.
exclusive, so we stream wherever we
Yeah,
want.
we're like the couples that like, yeah, you're allowed to bang other bitches when we're married. I'm not the only bitch for you.
Okay. That was weird.
But
Hey, thanks for the like, Trudy.
Yeah, it's been a weird time. We're on like what, week 5 of the lockdown. You know?
We're on week 5 of the quarantine that I'm still going to work for because apparently I'm essential.
But hey, I got my mom to give me a fresh fade. That's why I'm wearing a hat.
I would say that my hair got long during all this, but I started growing my hair out before all of this, so it is not really affecting me a lot.
I've told myself I want to go back to work with like the Robin Williams beard, like the what year is this from like Jumanji?
What year is it?
But yeah, no, she just did the sides and then like I did nothing. I told her I was like, do not even try to trim up the top. Just let me have it. Just clean up the sides.
You know, it's one of those things though, right? As a dude, well, I guess as a girl, I guess you could do it too. You just shave it off, right? You just get the clippers out, go all the way down. It'll grow back. I mean, our
you
hair,
hope. Like
dude hair grows fast.
My thing is like I always worry that like somebody's gonna make me like I'm gonna lose a bet and I'm gonna shave my head completely bald and it just won't grow back.
Well, I think as long as you're not going down to the scalp, I don't think you got anything to worry about. I
Nah,
think you just get the clippers.
I want
and
I want the fine blade just.
This is the longest my hair has ever been in my life.
It looks good.
It's real. It like when it was not at this point, it would kind of do this like weird poofy kind of thing out the sides. But now that it's actually a length that's not like poof, it.
See, that's the thing.
My ponytail still looks whack though, so
there's like 2 or 3 phases of long hair awkwardness
Mm-hmm.
that you have. Like you have it just to where it start getting long,
and you're like, I'm gonna cut it. I hate it. I'm gonna cut it.
Yep.
I've been through that now twice. The first time I cut it, the second time I was like, just tough it out, man. Just tough it. It's gonna be fine.
Yeah, but I don't plan on shaving. I probably won't get my hair cut again. But that's besides the point. We're here about gaming news.
Gaming news. Well, guess what? Everything's still
Final
canceled.
Fantasy
postponed.
7. That's still good.
Final Fantasy 7, FYI, is amazing, and I feel terrible. I feel like a terrible gamer. I've been waiting for this game for years. I bought it. I pre-ordered it. I've played
you pre-order everything.
I've played it once. But I did play it for about 3 or 4 hours.
That's good.
But yeah, I only played it once, and I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on, Jess?
Well, a rapper.
That is one of my D&D friends.
Well, a rapper wants to shave my head on stage. I said yes. Hey, I'll put it away. There's nothing wrong with that. And like I said, I'm glad. Hopefully it grew back. I think because she was on stream yesterday.
Yep.
Yeah, it grew back. I think because was this the person that like the mic?
Yeah, a lot of times you see her lips moving, and we kept going, your lips are moving, but no sound is coming out.
So, funny story about that. I was watching yesterday because you were doing the D&D. I'll let you guys. We're gonna get more into D&D later, but it looked like you were doing sign language, and I was like, holy shit, they're playing with somebody that is deaf, and like, how are you? None of them know how to read sign language. I don't think.
I don't
Like,
know sign language.
So it was kind of funny. I was like, oh my god, they're playing with this person that does sign language. Like, this is gonna be hilarious.
Well, I thought about it. I felt like maybe we'll get an interpreter to come out there and be like, "Well," and I can't do it. I'm not making fun of deaf people. I wish I actually knew sign language, but I just don't. It's just one of those things I've just never messed with.
I'll put it this way: it looked fluent enough because like you kept moving your hands. Like,
She talks with her hands.
You kept
much
moving
like
your
me.
hand-
Like I'm constantly
hands
moving
were
my
going
hands
like this and like moving all around. I was like, holy shit.
In the wrong neighborhood, people would have thought you were throwing up gang signs.
Yeah.
But it's all cool.
Yeah. Corona alert? No, it's not Corona alert. It's virus alert. Computer related. That's why we put it in there.
It's computer related. It's terrible.
So.
Yeah, it just makes me sad. What's going on, Dylan?
But do we want to jump in straight into D&D or
Sure. You said you played this week. I played this week. We played
we
in,
rock paper scissors?
We actually played in different games. We didn't play together because
rock, paper,
because
scissors.
he doesn't like to play with me.
Whose story gets to go first? Rock,
You
paper,
can
scissors?
go first.
I'm done with the podcast.
You want to rock paper scissors for it?
Yeah, one time.
All right.
All right, we go on shoe, right? Rock, paper, scissors, shoe.
Sure.
All right, rock, paper, scissors, shoe. Damn
All right. So
it.
you can go first.
he defers. I'm doing a podcast on Friday nights now of D&D. That day is still tentative. We just know that works, but we might try to work out a day to where he can join because anybody that tuned in knows that my team got their ass whooped in the mines of is it Fandelver? Delver? Is that the mines of
Fandelver.
Fandelver. It was very fun. I've never died in D&D.
No, I usually am really nice to you guys.
I've gotten unconscious. I have like hit 0 HP. And I've always gotten back up, but I've never had somebody dead. Like as I like to quote the late great Princess Bride, he's not fully dead, he's just partially dead.
I really try hard not to kill my players, and a lot of times I'll fudge numbers and stuff just so they don't die. It
was just funny because like the whole situation itself was really funny because like so what happened, the first time we played through, it was about 2 weeks ago. We're going through
I watched that whole stream.
Yeah, and we were going through, we got beat up. Like we got killed by just this normal goblin. Like we cleared this whole room, the boss and everything in the room, and died a little goblin.
They got killed by a trash mob.
Yeah, so our DM was pretty nice to us, and he was like, all right, you guys got knocked unconscious, you guys have been stripped of your weapons and everything, and I messed up and I didn't choose between a wood elf or a half elf or a halfling or something.
Yeah, he just said I want to be an elf, but he didn't actually pick one of them.
So when we had to re-roll our characters, not really reroll, I was like, I'm a cheater. I know I'm in the goblin cave. So I learned goblin. And it was funny because I had to tell a story about how I learned goblins. And basically the temple where I came from, I spent my whole life in the temple. There was an underground goblin trade going on in the temple. And we would capture these goblins and learn their language because the town people would not deal with them. So we would take them as prisoners and learn their language. So I learned how to speak Goblin. That was my story.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was a good story. So I convinced one of the goblins to come over. Like I squirmed all around, like acting like an idiot. And I talked to him, and we set up a plan to turn on the goblins. Him and his two buddies.
Nice.
And one of our guys died during this, like dead.
During their coup.
Anybody that doesn't play D&D, once you hit 0 HP, you go unconscious, and you have to do death saving throws. And our first guy, he rolled a 3 on his first one. Failed. Next go around, he rolled a nat 1. And that is double death saving failures.
So he died.
But don't worry, I rolled a nat 20 and rezzed him. Well, I didn't really res him in the cave. I had to take him to a town. But I called upon the gods with a nat 20, and we eventually got back to town with him, and we found a cleric at the Shrine of Luck of all things, and we resed him back. But we had to deal with the red brand. So seriously, it's been intense. Like,
so you guys made it through the Goblin Cave.
Goblin Cave's done.
You guys killed the the leader, the hobgoblin,
Yes.
and then you've made it back to town.
Yes. So because we've done this encounter with you before we did the first part.
We've done the first part.
We've
never actually made, like, we'll play. We get all the way through the first part, and then we
Yeah,
never play
it fizzles
again to
out.
get to the second part.
So we made it to Fandalen, and like, because the first time me and you played, we did that scenario. It was we actually tortured the one guys, and they told us about the Spider Queen or King or whatever, the boss that where Gungeon went to, like that's where they took him. We actually found out about it once we got to the city, but it was kind of funny. The cleric, to res our friend, basically said we had to deal with this thug community that was in Fandalen called the Red Brand. And
nice.
basically our DM was like, it's only 3 of you guys. You guys are severely under leveled. Do not try to do this. Like, I will kill you guys.
Yeah, I really would like to get in your guys' game because I don't ever get to be a player.
You should.
I like being the dungeon master.
I
Don't get
feel-
me wrong. It's
this
a
guy
lot
is-
of fun.
This guy is ruthless. So we played, and the reason why we were getting smashed, I mean, these goblins are nothing. These guys are trash mobs. You should be able to clear them with ease.
He's getting good rolls.
So when we fought in the cave, his lowest roll was a 17.
Nice.
In the
That's
cave.
why a lot of times when I'm playing, I hide my rolls so you guys can't see what I'm
Oh,
rolling.
he was hiding his rolls, but
I just it's not a bad thing, right?
yeah, it's not, because you got to be fair.
You got to have that element of I might die.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm not saying that I won't kill people, but I'm not gonna. I try not to do a full party wipe on their first adventure, because that's not fun. No one will want to come back and play if you kill everybody every time you play.
It was just really funny about it because our I believe he's a cleric. He has an armor class of 18 natural.
Yeah.
And he did like a divine shield or something like that, which boosts your armor class by 2. So he has a 20. You have to roll a higher than a 20. So he's like, all right, I got a 1v4 this. I got a 1v4. And he's just going in. And yeah, he died because he rolled like a 23 and just smacked the shit out of it.
Whoops.
Yeah, so it's been really fun. Seriously, guys, I highly recommend go back and watch the D&D podcast from Friday. It's not really a podcast. The part.
Yeah, it was
Friday.
it was more like you were playing. You had Roll20 up. You had your Discord up, but
Yeah.
basically only people could see you. But
Yeah.
you could hear everything that was going on.
Yeah, and I turned my volume up a little bit louder. It's like 4.5 hours. Like, it's a good little. If you have nothing to do and you're just kind of chilling, I hope to get him in. We're just trying to pick a date right now to actually like do it on. But yeah, we would love to have you. We need help. Yeah. Oh God. I've even thought about re-rolling my character, but we already have like a rogue.
You need a wizard though. You really.
I am
do.
a wizard.
I know you need a wizard.
I'm
Your biggest mistake was that you ran in thinking that you were Rambo and
Yeah.
not Gandalf, right?
But I did learn something really cool. Level 2 spell, guys. If you have any wizards out there, Scorching Ray is baller.
I can't wait for the time that he gets Fireball and he casts it and kills his whole party. Because you will. You won't think about it. You're like, cast Fireball and your deal and be like, are you sure you want to do that? And you're, yes, cast Fireball. Then your whole party wipes.
Well, Scorching Ray shoots out 3 beams. 3 beams, or you can have it all go towards the same guy. I don't know how it works if you have 3 bolts go at the same guy. I don't know. You have to hit 3 times or just once.
I'm not honestly familiar
I don't
with
know.
the spell.
But
I would like to say that I know everything about the game. I don't.
so we were just like, I just went up and just started casting these. I was actually useful in a fight because, like I said, our DM's fair because, like I said, one of the chapters, like I feel like I'm telling you guys the whole story of what happened in my D&D adventure, but
I told you that you would really like it because your whole life you've been like, it's okay.
well, we went to the Sleeping Giant. That was the hideout. Not really hideout, but like that's where all the gang members would stay. And we basically pull up to this front porch of this tavern, and the guy calls his dogs like, you need to get out of here. This is not for you. And like, I talk shit. Like, that's my guy. Like, I sat there and I was
He's
like,
a trash talking wizard that can't lift 20 pounds.
like, I basically told him, I said, well, my money's just as good as yours, and I'm not leaving until I get a drink. And the guys just jump off the porch and like surround us, and there's like 4 of them. We get our ass kicked. Totally unconscious. Like I said, this is the nice part, because they could have killed us. They could have taken us back to the cave. No loot again, and let's run it back, Turbo. But no, we go unconscious. Some locals like pick our bodies up and like carry us back to the inn. One guy pisses on us and all this stuff. But it was funny because the next day we come back for another ass whooping. And we call out the guy that pissed on us. We were like, we want that guy first, and we took that guy as prisoner. We didn't do anything sexual to him, I promise, but we did take him back to the inn.
He promises.
But I'm a guy of greed. Like, not many people thought of this, and I actually got some bonus XP points for this. When we were carrying him in, because like the townsfolk people are scared of the red brand. Like, they pretty much, it's like a mob. Like, you don't fuck with the mob. So we came in, we're carrying this dude. This dude's got his ass beat. Like, we're carrying him back to our room. And the lady's like, no, we don't want that here. So I flipped her 10 gold pieces and was like, don't tell anybody. And carried him up the stairs. They gave me XP points for bribery.
Nice.
And I was like, well, my rogue should be doing this, but guess who has to do it? The noble wizard.
You can multi-class once you hit level 2.
Okay.
You can be a rogue wizard. I mean,
That doesn't even make sense. Like,
I mean,
that's like saying I'm a rogue warrior. I'm a wizard warrior.
you can be. You can be a fighter wizard.
Gandalf would not approve.
Gandalf basically is a fighter wizard. Dude carried a sword, was going around stabbing orcs. I mean, come on.
I wish they would have gave Gandalf more spells.
Well, you should read the books.
Well, I don't want to read.
I know, reading's hard.
So, long story short, we interrogate this guy, and after interrogation, we then decide on, we basically barter with the one red bandit. We took their cloaks so we could be one of them, and he drew us a map of the cellar to get into the manor the correct way. And our one guy actually went down into the basement with like 50 gold pieces and was gambling with the other red bandits, and we actually won a pot of like 120 gold.
Nice.
And we came back upstairs, and we found some one-eyed ghoul-looking thing called a notch, or I don't even know. It looks like a goblin. It's like a one-eyed golem, pretty much. And he can speak to you. He can speak into your tongue, but he goes through your thoughts. And we're like, we hope we don't have to fight him, because like he sent us the character sheet on it, and it was like, do not fuck with this guy. Like,
just, he sends you the stats, huh?
He doesn't send us like their health. But he sends us the like, this is what this guy looks like. He says just be honorable, don't look at the health, but he's like, just look at the description. That way you know a little bit better.
See, I'm able to share the content because I actually buy the adventures on Roll20. So I'm able to actually just share them. They have these things, they're called player handouts.
Yeah.
So you can just like link the picture. Now, if someone has Google,
yeah,
they can just go Kinku and then look it up, and then they go, this guy has this thing and this thing. Cool, now I know what's going on. But I feel like that takes half the fun out of the game.
So we go through here and we pick up some of the coin. We learned no information by going into the cellar, by the way. None whatsoever. We just found a little creepy guy that looked like I was just waiting for him saying, my precious. Like, we got some gold coins, but I will say the DM was nice enough and said, you guys need to level up a little bit more.
Yeah.
Like, get leveled up. Because he said, you're going to get here. You don't worry. Like, this is coming.
You guys just jumped ahead a little bit,
but
that's okay.
But we're going XP system.
Yeah, I see. So, I like Milestone now. I feel like I mean, XP is cool because it feels like you get something for doing stuff. There's nothing cooler than at the end you're like, all right, I award you 500 XP for doing this. Yeah. You get bonus. But yeah, I don't like to keep track of all that. Yeah, I just don't. Milestone for me is just much easier. Now, I think when you get to later levels, about past level 5, I feel like XP is a little bit better because you're going to be that level for a little while anyway. Yeah. But the new adventures are all set up for milestone experience as far as I can tell. And it'll be like when you get to this certain point in the story, then basically your characters should level up. You're going to get a level.
Yeah. So, but overall, it was really fun. The whole adventure was fun. Big shout out to Brandon for keeping it very, very interesting for us. But like I said, we're going to be doing a lot of those streams more often than not. We may even pick up some like random special days where we send out a group text on the day and was like, hey, like, are you guys down? What's nice for you is that's gonna work out 10 times better because you're like, man, I don't have to do shit. Like I just got to get on, roll some dice, and call it a day. But
Yeah.
we're looking to try to play like definitely guaranteed once a week, meet up every week. But if there's weeks where we're just bored, there's nothing really to do, we're gonna send out like a text the day before and like, hey, is there
I'm really glad to see you're playing more.
It was fun. And like I said, the small group makes it nice because it makes the combat always feel engaged. If you have too many players, it just feels like you never get a turn. You do one cool thing and maybe one every 2 fights. Like
That gets better as you level up, but it does. I think because we've always played with groups of like 8 or 9 people in them,
dude,
and it's just too many. I think 5 is the sweet spot. I think anything above 5, it starts to slow down a little bit. I think under 4 is
yeah. Well,
I think it's too hard. I think some of the encounters are just too hard.
Well, that was the thing. The encounter with the Goblin Cave, it recommends 5 people.
Yeah.
Like like you said, it's a sweet spot for a lot.
You could always, as a DM, you can always take a couple of the goblins out of the encounter if you feel like it's too many.
Yeah. Well, he finally. The big thing is since you bought him on Roll20, which we didn't know because the first time we were doing it, he threw in all the maps itself. He did it himself. He didn't have the books on Roll20. He had it on D&D and Beyond. But he realized like, oh,
it was free right now. Minds of Endelver's been free online for everybody on about every platform you want to play on.
He's like, okay, well, I'm gonna buy the books here. This is where we're playing.
I don't recommend buying the character player books. I don't like them on there.
No.
But because what we've been doing is we've been using D&D Beyond for making the characters. Although their character builder on Roll20 is a lot better now.
It's a lot better.
But I still feel that D&D Beyond is the best. And we've been adding the extension for Beyond 20. And they've been just clicking their dice and stuff from there. And it shows up on the virtual tabletop. So, I mean, I have the player's handbook on Roll20. But I don't need it. All that you really need is the adventures. Because it gives you all of the...
Yeah.
It gives you all the monsters. It gives you all the maps. It gives you everything that you need to know to run the story. And frankly, I don't even usually run the story from Roll20. I usually take a whole bunch of notes of what I need to know, and then I run it from my notes. So it gives me it's yet one more window I have to have open, but it's what it is. Well, I prefer playing in person, but I understand that it's just it's really hard to DM and stream it.
Yes.
That's all I'm saying from it. I don't mind. Yeah. I found it was hard to just DM not streaming it. So our first week, I didn't stream it. We were going to, just didn't. And then this week we did. And I let everybody know like, hey, this is what's going on. I'm going to stream it. And we got started a little bit faster, even with all the screwing around that I was doing. But
I mean, the big thing is for when you're doing the stream, and what I've noticed from a lot of people is, if you're the person streaming. Highly recommend Discord with the mute button. So a lot of people, that's what they do. They'll mute it. They'll read some chat. It sucks for you because you're DMing, so you really have to pay attention more than a probably average character would. So it gives like there was a lot of times where somebody came in and was like, "Oh, this is really cool. Like, what is this?" And I kind of told them, and
I had a couple people come in, and it is really nice because I was using both mics.
Yeah.
This one for Discord chat, and I can mute it straight from here.
Yeah.
So it's not too bad. But I didn't have a lot of people come in, and if any, we had a couple people come in and make a couple of comments. I even just let the group know, like, hey, somebody said this, and then they usually would get a good laugh out of it too.
So, like I said, I recommend. I don't know what you did for your title. So what I did for mine is I had the actual story we were on, the Minds of Fandel.
I didn't, but I'm going to be doing that the next time.
That way, people know.
If they want to search for the game.
Yeah, I mean, and plus, it makes it a lot easier if you want to post it to YouTube. You're like Act 1.
Yeah.
Ta-da.
I think all I did, because I was kind of in a hurry, I just hit Dungeons and Dragons Go. But next week it'll be Chapter 1 of Dragon Heist.
Yeah.
Because that's what we're playing. It's the same adventure that I started with your brother and his friends. But since they're not playing right now, and I already had that pretty much mapped out, and it is an interesting story. So that's what I'm running right now.
Well, I'll be watching it every time you do it. So
I saw you pop on for a minute.
Yeah, I said, wow, pretty. I was shitty.
And then you left. He popped up. I was like, ooh, cool. And then he was gone.
I was shitty. And then I finished shitting.
But
No
yeah,
offense.
it
No
was.
offense.
I'm not offended. It was really fun. I feel like the group of players that I have, it's a couple of people from my gaming group that I play with a lot. So
I like how Jason's the only girl. No, only girl. Only guy.
only dude. Oh, he's the only dude in the actual party. Everyone else is a girl,
I know. It's
which
funny.
is weird. That you never get that in games.
He's like a rock star, and like there is groupies.
But he's a nerd, so
I know. So it's just friend zone forever. Like,
well, the other thing that's funny is all of their first names start with J, except for mine. Like their real names, not their character.
then they should be
names.
in a clan called the Flying Jays.
The J Squad or something, you know?
Yeah.
The Flying Jays. I like it. I think that's what your name now is going to be, guys. Your squad is now called the Flying
it's like
Jays.
it's like when the Mighty Ducks did their finishing move. You know,
Wasn't that the Flying V?
yeah, the Flying V.
But this is the Flying J.
yeah.
So
That's the formation you guys go into battle. Just one J.
I mean the one couple I play with, they're married, and so I play a lot of games with them. I play Magic with them. We play board games. We play computer and all kinds of stuff. So they're pretty much used to my style. We played D&D before. The other players in the group, 2 of them have never played Dungeons and Dragons ever. Ever.
It's a good adventure. for sure.
And the other one is one of my oldest friends, and we've been playing D&D since 2nd edition. So back when you had your armor class actually went into negatives, and your hit dice was this thing called Thaco. So you rolled your Thaco, you added it, or you subtracted it from your hit or something, and then you compared it to... Okay, first of all, negative numbers in games are stupid. Okay? So
two negative,
they'd have like an
positive.
armor class of like -5, and you're like, well, how do I... What? So it's just... It basically did the exact opposite of what you do now, where now you add the number. Back then you subtracted it. So whatever your hit was, you subtract it. Where now you just add it. So they basically just reversed it, and it makes more sense because adding is easier to people.
Yeah,
It's way easier.
I could have told you that one.
So yeah, it's been really fun. Our ranger has never played, was super pumped about getting into it. Our 5th player has never played, but she watched the first stream, most of it, and I have been like, you really should play. I think you would really like it. And I think once I hounded her enough, because she was supposed to be in the first game, it didn't happen, but I got her in the second game because she was supposed to be originally our 5th. Like I had always planned in my head, she's going to be the 5th. And if I couldn't get her in this week, I was going to have our Ranger's friend come in and be the 5th. But that's why I couldn't run anymore.
We did it!
That's why I couldn't run any more people. She's like, can my friend
Yeah.
play? And I was like, I hate to say no to somebody that wants to play, but I already have plans for a 5th. And I don't really want to have plans for a 6th. I don't need a 6th right now, and I don't want to deal with that. So if for whatever reason we end up losing one of our members or they run away, I already have a 5th person backup, and that's awesome. So
I'm just the number 2 to you.
so overall, I feel like they had fun, especially the people who have never played before. I'm not saying that the people who have played before didn't have fun, because there definitely was a lot of laughing. There was a lot of good times to be had.
That's the nice thing about it is if you are new to playing, it's a very like at first it's kind of weird to get into, but like I said, Roll20 is, in my opinion, if you're a new player, it's the easiest way to get into it because you can see it. A lot of people can't visualize what's going on, so you know it eliminates a lot of the dumb questions, I like to call them. Oh, where's this monster facing right now? And on Roll20 it shows you how the monster, if the monster is walking towards you, and on the keys when you like click on your character, you can actually move your character around.
Yeah, Roll20
and do the formation.
Because in 5th edition, D&D was very tactical. It was more of a miniature war game and less... I mean, there was RPG in it, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I hated 4th edition. If you didn't have miniatures and maps, you couldn't play. It was impossible. It was almost impossible to play Theater of the Mind. But at the time, the games that were popular were World of Warcraft, Diablo, these action RPGs.
Yeah.
And they were trying to make D&D
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah. for
Now I feel like it's a really good mix of the two. On small little encounters with not a lot of going on, you can run in your head and you don't have to do anything else.
sure. Yeah.
But for combat, you still have the option to use a grid or
Yeah.
a map or whatever. Even if you just use
Well-
the blank grid that they have on the
Yeah.
Roll20 and throw some little tokens on there, it makes it so much easier.
Well, that was the thing. I mean, when we were doing the whole, like you said, because you had to have grid paper when you were mapping.
Yeah.
Like you had to have somebody designated to mapping, and I mean, when we played, I was the mapper, and it just felt like I got lost in the story because I'm like, all right, well, we're going this way, left, okay, up, 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 up. All right, left, like,
and that helped a lot more once I got the like dry erase grid, because I could draw the map out as you guys were exploring it and discovering it. But this is just better. I don't have to do the
gosh.
drawing. It's already done. I'm using the actual maps from the book, so I know that they're accurate and to scale. And
that's the nice thing. They put all the monsters in there for you. You're done.
if you buy the adventure from Roll20, it gives you everything you need.
Yeah.
So if you don't have the monster manual and you don't have the Dungeon Master's Guide or what, it doesn't matter. You buy the one thing. The only reason that you would ever want those other things is if you want to create something on your own or add something of your own in the game.
Yeah,
And I feel that the Dungeon Master Guide, more specifically, I feel is like the most worthless of all the books, especially for new players. And like it's just so weird because this has kind of come up a lot with D&D and things like that. But I had an old friend of mine message me and was like, "Hey, I want to run D&D for my kids." Right, and he's like, they're really young, but like we've played Hero Quest, we played a couple board games, and like we burned through it during this quarantine thing. He's like, so I want to play something with a little bit more depth, but you know, being the DM, I can tone it down or make it a little easier.
And also, I mean, your 4 to 5 hours of content on D&D, even with your fastest players, is still, you may get through. I mean, we'll say a mere chapter.
We played for over 3 hours yesterday, and we barely made it through a warehouse that had like 6 rooms in it.
Yeah.
I think part of that was because people weren't really sure what to do at first, but believe me, next week they got it. They know exactly what they can do, what they can't do.
And that's my thing. I mean, that may be a mere chapter in a book. Like,
that
the
could
thing.
be 20 pages in a book.
I mean, that was the thing for us. So we started out the night with, getting into the cave. Well, getting our loot back in the cave, dealing with the encounter right there, getting to Phandalin, and then talking to people, and then we got to the cellar.
Yeah.
Like, we had 2 combats.
Yeah. Sometimes the combat takes a long time.
Sometimes if you're missing...
Especially if you're missing, and that's what happened a lot last night. My party was missing a lot. Our ranger, I can never remember her name, like her character's name. I always say it wrong. Chryslin. So Chryslin was an assassin last night. She's our ranger. She's just murdering dudes, right? Just murdering these bird people. And there was only there's 4. There was 4 mobs in the room. There's 5 of them, and it still took over an hour to get through the combat.
It takes time, and like I said, I mean...
because of the missing.
Oh, dude, I'm glad.
Jason's guy is basically Darth Maul, okay? He's got this big weapon with, like, double-bladed spear staff thing. He gets 2 attacks every turn. He couldn't hit. He couldn't hit the broadside of a barn last night. We're not talking these guys don't have massive armor classes. You're looking at like a 13. He's got probably a +3 or 4 to hit at least on his first attack. He couldn't get any hits, and he's rolling 4s. He's rolling 3s.
It happens.
It happens, you know. And he's the guy that's supposed to be doing damage. It's like him and the ranger.
Well, I always recommend to people if you are having some problems on Roll20. There's some applications. There's a website out there that you can, if you're like, man, Roll20 is really boning me today on the rolls. You can always go, and that's what we were doing. Because our one guy, he was getting terrible rolls all night. So
it happens.
He's like, I'm opening up another application, and he would stream it for us. He would show up his thing, because the one time the first time he got a 16 when he got on the new thing, and our DM was like, I don't believe you, let me see it. And so there's a live stream function where you can share your screen. But that's the thing.
They've got a lot of that. So there's a bot that D&D Beyond put out for Discord. You can actually add. It'll let you load your character from D&D Beyond. It'll let you roll dice.
Yeah.
It'll let you make encounters. But, I mean, you don't see it. You know what I mean? But it will keep track of all of it.
Would you say with Roll20, it's easier if you have 2 monitors?
I think that if you have Roll20 and you're playing with less than 2 monitors, as a DM...
Oh, no, I'm talking as a character.
You're probably having a really hard time.
As a character, it's not as bad. It depends on the map itself, I guess, more than anything. Because I noticed, like, 2 of our guys in our group only have 1 monitor.
Sometimes I amaze even myself.
Oh my god, I got stars!
5. 500 stars.
I think that's
$500.
no, it's not $500. It's like a penny. I think it's like $5.
Trudy.
Thanks. That's my second stars ever.
Now, do I have to take my shirt off now? Or like, how does this work?
See, I can't believe she's been sitting here listening to us nerds talk about D&D, and she's like, "You guys are awesome." She does. She's one of our biggest fans.
2 screens is helpful. Yeah, so kind of before her amazing message saying you guys are awesome. We appreciate that, by the way.
We're gonna put the love emote on that because that is sweet. Thank you so much. We appreciate it, guys. Guess what? I can now say it. I'm a semi-professional streamer.
Bang. We're quitting our jobs tomorrow. That is going to spark everybody else's wallet. You feel your wallet itching a little bit now?
I've never actually bought stars, but I've heard, I don't know how true it is, but I've heard that people that watch through Facebook can earn free stars from watching
Yes.
their streamers, but I don't know how that works.
So it's a timer thing because like Twitch has something with bits. With bits, you can watch ads. You can watch ads. What's nice is Twitch has kind of integrated it more now to where like you can watch an ad and it's easier on the iPad. But like your streamer, it will like minimize your streamer up in the top right, like almost like you're in a FaceTime call type thing, and you can still see what your streamer's doing, but you're watching an ad. So, and you can get, I think you can get up to 20 bits a day, which is it's 4 ads.
I have no idea how that works in Facebook, but it did say that
Yeah.
if anyone knows how to do it, I do stream all the time. I do have a couple people that watch me. If you're watching me on Facebook, somehow you guys can earn free stars. I don't know how. And then you can donate those free stars to me. So it doesn't cost you anything. And you're already watching me anyway.
Yeah.
But seriously, Trudy, thank you. That's very sweet. That warms my little nerdy heart over here.
Yeah. I got a half chub. Not gonna lie.
She does. She is one of our probably one of our biggest fans.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to get her on the show sometime. Honestly, this
Yeah.
show, D&D
Means
podcast,
the world to us.
whatever. We're gonna have to get her on some show, and I feel like we just owe it to her.
I think we need to just make. We need to get on TikTok, guys. What would you get? Would you guys follow us on TikTok? We're just gonna make D&D references. Like every time we have to piss, we're just gonna roll a nat one and like piss in the sink or something. I don't know.
We won't just do D&D TikToks. We'll do other TikToks that are nerdy related. But yeah, we've been talking about it. Would you guys come watch us on TikTok? Because I mean, I would watch us, but I watch our show now.
I do find myself late at night sitting there with like the Wolverine meme where like he's sitting there with the picture frame, like. But
Yeah, but like Jess is saying, 2 screens is very, very helpful. Because I like to have the sheet up,
yeah,
and I like to have the map up.
yeah,
2 screens isn't enough, honestly, for me. I really could use a third.
yeah.
Because I have to. Okay, so when you're DMing and you're streaming, I have one map up that shows the player view
Yeah.
that I also have to like keep track of.
Yeah.
I have one map up on my screen that has my view as the DM. I see all the hidden stuff and whatnot. Then I have one screen up for D&D Beyond if I had to search something or look at a character sheet. I have one screen up for Streamlabs. I have one screen up for Restream Chat. I have another screen up. Oh my God, your alarm's going off.
Suck.
I have another screen up for
These nuts. Huh. Got 'em.
monsters stats when we get to one of those.
Yeah.
So I feel like I have probably 30 or 40 windows up all the time, and all I really would like to have is I'm gonna get like a small monitor, like the smallest.
Your RAM is like fuck you.
I'm gonna get one of the smallest monitors ever
Yeah.
that I can get. I'm gonna sit it right over there, and I'm gonna just put my Restream and my
Yeah.
Streamlabs up
I'll
there.
put it this way. It helps out a lot. And all I have is a character sheet and the map. But for tech savvy people, if you can't can't afford another monitor or don't have another monitor.
Some people don't have the space for another monitor. They have
Exactly.
they have a desk that's all the space they have.
And if you're working on a laptop, plug an HDMI into your laptop. Almost every newer laptop has an HDMI. You can rock 2 monitors, just plug it into your TV. If
Yeah.
you got a long enough HDMI cable, you can literally have your map up on the screen and like your little character sheet right on there.
I was so desperate last night.
Yeah.
I almost took my actual television, picked it up, put it on a table, and sat over here just so I could have the third screen.
You could. In all honesty, you could.
I didn't, but I thought.
But I have the power.
But I thought about it. I won't lie. I was like, I could get another screen that way for sure.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know. I mean, I don't know how much you're on Twitter, by the way, because
not as much as I was.
Um,
I'm having a hard time staying focused on Twitter.
so Ninja is our beloved Mixer streamer that we call. Makes a lot of money. I mean, we know this guy makes bank.
He makes more money than we do.
So he had a comment, and I wanted to share it with you because we got a tip, and I think it's part of the conversation.
Okay.
So you could tell he's kind of pissed off because when he plays, I guess, in these groups, so he's playing Valorant, which is a 5v5 game, and you can talk shit to the other team in, like, when the match starts and when there's, like, the round switch, like when you switch sides, you can talk shit. He says in the first few rounds, all you see in the text chat is Mixer's dog shit, all this stuff. And he said, I could buy your mother's house from the bank and then foreclose it, and then your ass won't have internet. That's what he told to somebody. And I'm like, oh my God.
He's not wrong.
But he just said, it was just so funny because everybody attacks him for being on Mixer, and like Mixer doesn't really do much. I mean, honestly. And he's like, every game I play, everybody just makes fun of me being on Mixer, but I make more money than every single one of them. Blah blah blah. And
He makes more money than people that.
He says, "I'll buy your
have-
house, and then you
have
won't have
normal
it.
jobs.
Then you won't have
Yeah.
internet." Like,
I'm buying the internet company. I'm gonna just buy all the internet in your state. It's mine now, and only this guy doesn't get any.
Gary, thank you for the like. But no, it's just really funny, and
So what do you think? I think when all the virus is over, we gotta have Trudy on the show.
yeah.
We gotta have her on the show in some capacity,
Yeah.
either video call in or she can actually
I'll put it
physically
this
show
way.
up.
We'll double our viewers.
Absolutely, will double our viewers.
All we need,
For one, Trudy's hilarious.
Yeah.
She's super cool. She's super fun.
just all we ask, like we're just trying to get views out here. Low cut shirt. That's all we need. We're not even. We're just gonna sit you in the middle. We're not even gonna. You don't even have to say a word. We're just not even gonna say a word for the whole thing and see how much viewers.
No. I want her to talk.
Okay, well. But no. So, kind of speaking of that, Twitch just actually came out with more guidelines about body painters,
Yeah, I saw that.
and like, I don't know. I have maybe I'm gonna probably get in trouble. We're about to lose some viewers, Kev.
We're about to lose some. We're about to lose some viewers. Trudy, we're gonna make it happen. Once all this virus stuff is done,
That's a cheap shot.
we're gonna make this happen.
But so they made a TOS for body painters because Twitch doesn't feel that you should make money being a body painter. Because if we had a guy that was a better artist but just wasn't painting their boobs,
Yep,
you probably wouldn't have as many viewers.
you're not wrong, sir.
So it was just really funny because like this person got really mad because Keemstar, he loves drama. This guy has made his career off YouTube from basically talking shit to other people, and this woman was on there and he made a comment to her, and this girl's like, she's up there, like she averaged about 400 viewers.
That's
And
pretty good.
He came at her and said, the only reason why you have an audience is because all you do is take your shirt off. And he said this, like, this dude's up there. And apparently, I didn't even know this side of the story. She is trans. Okay? This gets even better. This is why I love the internet and for all their memes. They posted multiple times on, because this person like fought back, posted multiple times, well, it's a guy, like from the State Farm commercial. And I'm like, wow. You guys just don't let up. And like there's no one safe out there. But it was just funny because I have a strong opinion about that. Like, if you're playing the game and you are actually trying, I don't care. Like, whatever, you wear whatever you want. But like the one person, I'm not even kidding you, whole screen, like imagine our screen like this, just her. You can't even see the top of her forehead. It's just like lips, boobs. That's it. And then like down the bottom right, video game.
There's
And I'm like, what?
there's these people that they stream and they just do just chatting,
Yeah.
and it's them in like
Nothing.
a tank top or what. And
Doing Just Dance.
guys, look, I'm not discriminating against women. I think women are a beautiful thing. I think that they are amazing and they are great.
Yes.
And none of us would be here without them.
Save it for
And
OnlyFans.
I'm not hating on any transgenders that
Yeah.
get on the internet and want to stream and do whatever they want. That awesome. I'm pro whatever you want to do as long as it's legal. However, if you're showing boob, and that's the only way that people are watching you,
Yeah. Start wearing.
no. I'm sorry, because I can't show my wiener, right?
And it's pretty impressive.
They,
I've seen it.
They tell us that it's the one guy got in
See how
trouble
many people
for
catch it.
Don't you remember the one famous guy got in trouble for it because he was streaming in his underwear. I mean, they were boxers or whatever, and like when he got up, you could clearly see the outline of his thing, and he got banned
Yeah.
for wiener. But you know what? It's because boobs, I guess, are less offensive than penises. I don't know.
But yeah, no, it's just like I said. I have a strong opinion about that. Like I don't care because hey, you're making money.
I don't care either. I mean, if you're hot and people are watching you because you're hot and you also happen to be good at games.
Like,
But if you are okay at the game and the only reason people are watching you is because your boobs are hanging out, shame on you.
yeah, yeah.
Shame on you.
But all I gotta say is, it's a weird market because obviously you get the retaliation.
You do. You get so many haters.
You get so many haters.
Even if you're small. I've found out that people will hate on you even if you're like our size and you don't have hardly anybody watching you. They'll come and go, man, you guys suck. You guys are terrible. Have you seen the dislikes on our YouTube video, the one of the unboxing I did for the D&D thing? Like, we have a lot of dislikes on it now because there's a bunch of a-holes out there that just thought it'd be fun to make accounts and downvote it. I don't know why.
What?
Yeah, it's.
I need to see this.
It's got several dislikes now. Maybe YouTube went through and fixed it, but
No, it's
people are just haters, just to hate.
they hate us because they ain't us.
But you know what? It doesn't even matter because I've had more fun playing and streaming D&D.
I need to see this.
with my group, and I think that I'm just gonna keep doing it. So that's what I'm gonna play.
Let's see here.
So,
I need to see this.
Yeah, it does.
Dude, we have like almost 3K views on that. That's
We have
pretty
almost 3,000 views on this, and for whatever reason, some
We
guy.
only got 7.
That's a lot,
We got 39 likes.
dude. It was up to 40.
Oh, maybe they fixed it.
That they might have fixed it. I know it was like one of those guys that like created multiple accounts. He went through and disliked it.
You're like, fuck this guy.
And I'm like,
fuck this guy.
why do we even have 7 dislikes on it? I feel like the video was fine.
Okay, so my thing.
Basically, what it means is that people suck and they're
Yeah.
whiners and they will hate on you no matter how cool what you're doing is.
It's just.
There's people that have come on here and hated us on this show.
Yeah.
Like, why? We're not bothering anybody.
So Tim the Tapman made a tweet, and it couldn't be the truest thing ever. Like, he made this video. He said, like, don't get me wrong, real followers will come back and watch every week, but some people are just so dickish. So, like, Tim the Tapman, he started his career, he was playing Call of Duty Black Ops 1 or 2, whichever one. And he said, guys, I'm quitting Call of Duty, and I'm going to go make content for CSGO. And everybody was like, what? Bro, this stream made you. Like, Call of Duty made you. You're going to have nothing.
They took offense to it.
Yeah.
In a way, I get it. Okay, so hypothetically,
Yeah.
you're on TV. You're a newscaster.
Yeah.
You do the same newscaster every day, and then you decide, you know what? We're not doing the news anymore. Now we're gonna do
Sportscast.
we're gonna do something else.
Yeah. I mean, but that's my
We're gonna
thing.
do tap dancing.
That's my thing. So he went to CSGO, and he made the big leap, CSGO, I think, to Overwatch. And they're like, bro, this made you. You leave, you're going to be nobody. And then he go off to Overwatch and grow even more. And then, like, Fortnite. He left Overwatch, and everybody said the same thing. Oh, this stream made you. You're going to be nothing. Goes to Fortnite, has the highest viewers. Goes to Valorant. He's averaging 95K viewers right now on Valorant. Almost nearly double what he was viewing on Fortnite. And he's like, guys, I'm going to stream whatever I want. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm going to stream the most popular game because that's what I want to keep my job. But he said, I'm going to play what I want to play for fun.
He's at a point now though that he doesn't have to.
No,
He could stream Battleship, and
I'd watch.
He'd still probably pull.
I'm
in,
gonna be honest, I'd watch.
He'd still probably pull in 40,000 viewers playing Battleship.
You're not wrong, but like it's hard as a streamer because like, especially small streamers. So like when you start out as a small streamer, and we'll say
Basically, no one's watching you anyway.
but you can switch. But I'm saying when you get to this like 25-30 average, okay, 25-30 average to you is 20,000, 30,000 people to you.
Yeah.
And when you like, man, I want to
had,
stream, but I don't want to stream Fortnite for the day.
I had 50 followers on Twitch, and they said I could be an affiliate, but I couldn't get my viewers up to past 3, so that's where I was at. But then I had 2 people unfollow me, so I only have 48 now.
Bastards.
It's alright. I'm gonna keep doing what I do. I don't
No,
care.
it's
I
frustrating.
have fun doing it. A lot of times I stream the games and stuff I play, not in the hopes that I'll get famous or whatever. I do it for my friends.
But it's so frustrating because you're like, man, I really want to stream this game, but I can't because I'll lose my viewers. And that's the hard part. Like, a lot of people don't realize that as a streamer, it's not easy. You have to play the most up-to-date games. Now, obviously, like, D&D is probably one of those things where people are going to watch. Like, you may not have your 25 hours. You may have, like, 15. But people legitimately bitch when you, like, they take offense. Like, this is their heart and soul of the game.
Yeah.
You switch games.
They don't know what to do.
Well, yeah, and I'm just like, you don't follow
It's like when Adam Sandler broke out and did like a movie that wasn't funny.
Yeah.
And then everyone's like, "What are you doing? You're supposed to be funny." And then he came out and he nailed that. Have you seen that Uncut Gems movie?
I
yet?
heard it's beautiful.
Oh.
It's a great movie.
Oh,
I heard it's
so
crazy.
good.
But that's my thing. Like, you have to realize this. Like, I could see pro players. Like, if you watch a pro player, you probably don't watch them because they're funny. You watch it for the content. And yes, you will take offense. But like a guy like Tim Tatman. Tim Tatman's a comedian, in my opinion. He's okay at the games. He gets good. I mean, I'd hope you play 12 hours a day. You're going to get good at the game.
Yeah, you're going to get good at it eventually.
But, like, Tim the Tatman made Fortnite funny for him because every time he would play it, you know, there's one match where he'll die to fall damage. He'll kill himself because he messes up or something and he'll die to fall damage. And, like, that became a meme. And that was funny. Like, that's my whole thing about it is, like, you like the person because of the person. Trust me, if you go watch them play Valorant and they were an Overwatch streamer, you're probably going to still enjoy that person. So guys, stop being dicks.
Yeah, stop being dicks. But here's the thing about what we do, okay? So if you're like, "Oh, I want to stream," I say go for it.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, if it's something you want to do and you have the equipment, the know-how, even if it's very minimal equipment, just do it. It's fun. It's a lot of fun.
But you will not make money.
But you're not going to come out the gates. Well, if you are a normal person, if you are of average popularity in the world, you're not going to just come out the gates making bank. If you are already a celebrity doing something else, you absolutely are going to come out the gates making bank. I have a story about that in a minute. But it's hard because you either have to be entertaining, you have to be personable, or you have to be really good at what you're doing. Mm-hmm. And if you're not at least 2 of the 3 most of the time, no one's going to watch you.
No one's going to watch you, and you're not even going to grow. Really.
No.
I mean,
it's really hard. That's why I always tell people, my whole thing is I'm just friendly. To pretty much everybody that comes in, I try to talk to them. If they want to play the game with me, if it's a game that they can play, I'll just let people play with me. And that's kind of how I've grown a little bit. But I also don't play the most popular games all the time. I mean, occasionally there's one that comes out and I'm like, yes, I'm playing this. Animal Crossing, Final Fantasy. Games like that.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, I'm in. Pokemon, when those games came out. But those are short-lived in the popularity realm. Like, people, they're on them for a couple weeks at max, and then it goes back to League of Legends and Fortnite and whatever else the kids are playing these days. So, yeah, I mean, you gotta both be either really good at the game. Comically bad at the game also works.
You have to have a popularity beforehand, especially you've had 10 viewers on Twitch. That's awesome.
That is awesome.
And
like,
do
you know why? It's because she's a girl. And that helps. So if you're a girl and you're wanting to stream, I say go for it.
I will say
cash in on it.
I will say this much, because it is a thing. Like, if me and you both started up, okay, I could stream double the amount you stream, and I'm not saying that
he could stream 24 hours a day.
Yes.
7 days a week.
And you could stream for, we'll just say half the time. So we'll say you stream, I average 150 hours in a month. Okay, 1 month, 150 hours of streaming, which is quite a bit. That's literally almost a full-time job.
Yeah.
Okay, you stream for 80 hours. Almost half, whatever half is. So 75.
Yep.
You will grow 2 times the amount in that same time. Playing the same game.
Yep.
And everything.
And we'll assume that you're at the same skill level. Actually, you could be worse.
You're worse. And that's the thing. Like, I always recommend to people,
Is
especially.
is it fair? No, but it's the
I
way
mean,
that it is.
I mean, I don't bitch about it because like
Nah, I don't either.
My thing is
You know why I don't bitch
what
about
do
it? Women have had a short end of the stick pretty
Oh,
much
for sure.
throughout all of history. So if there's one thing
Go
that they can
cash
jump
it.
in and do, and everyone's like,
Go.
"Hey, we love you because you're a girl," I say do it.
Go cash in. There's so much money to be made. It's just like there's people that do the OnlyFans for cosplay and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it's not even like they're showing any nudity, nothing like that. It's literally just cosplay.
It's legit costumes
And
that are really cool.
They're making 100K, 200K a year.
and I say go for it.
The one person said she actually showed a screenshot of her because everybody was like, why do you do OnlyFans, dude? Blah blah blah. You're such a whore. All this stuff.
Because
and
they
then
they can make more money
she
on
scre-
OnlyFans doing that
she
than they can going to 9 to
screenshotted
5.
a 3-month section, $107,000 in 3 months.
Yeah.
And I'm like, shit, I'd do it.
Oh, you'd try, but
Too worried about my hair? No, I'm telling you, if you stream, I recommend it. Like, especially during right now.
Yeah, if you are a female and you're like, man, I've always kind of wanted to stream or
I will
whatever.
coach you.
Get in. Here's the coaching. Get on, do it.
Get on
That's
and do it, and just have fun with it.
You'll have people come and watch you.
Stream for like 2-3 hours a day.
I've been trying to tell people that aren't into streaming that watch what I do, and I'm like, look, it's really hard for me. I have to work really, really, really hard. Yeah, bathwater gamer girl.
That girl was.
She got in trouble, but she made a lot of money before she got in trouble.
That girl was making $25 for a baby jar of her bathwater.
Yep. Sold a bunch of them too.
I bet she wasn't even in the water. I think she just filled it up.
She probably just got it out the sink.
like.
Oh,
But that's my thing. If you have internet connection that's decent enough, a decent enough machine, and you have a game that you like to play quite a bit,
Yep.
stream.
You-
Trust me, if you
You can
stream,
get on there and you can play Uno. It doesn't matter
if
what
you
you
stream
play.
3 to 4 days a week, 3 to 4 days a week for like 2 hours, okay? So 8 hours, 10 hours a week. You can find 10 hours. Trust me when I say that you can find 10 hours, especially right now. 10 hours, I guarantee you, you will go from averaging, we'll start at 1 viewer. I guarantee you by 2 weeks, you'll average 4 viewers, 5 viewers, without a doubt.
It's just because the gaming space has typically been dominated by male gamers.
Oh, if you got on Twitch right now and you scroll
Typically.
through League of Legends, you're probably gonna find 15 dudes to every girl.
Yeah.
Popularity. I'm talking actual popularity.
Popular streamers.
Yeah, you're gonna find 15 dudes. Like if you go look at Valorant, there's probably one girl on there that has like 3K viewers or something like that. But I'll put it this way: a lot of them make good money. Because more people. I'll put it this way: more guys sub. They use them Twitch primes for women.
They do, especially if they think that woman might message them back.
Oh my god. You're not wrong, but like I said, we're not discriminating here.
No, I'm not. I say get that money. That's
Yeah,
what I say.
yeah.
Just
I
be
mean-
safe and get that money.
That's the thing. There's some creepy people out there, and you got to get used to people saying, "Show me your boobs."
Let me suck a fart out of your butthole with
Yeah,
a straw.
like, let me-
they're gonna say some of the grossest things you've ever heard.
And here's the thing: you don't even ban them. Let them keep going.
You just let them keep going.
Because guess what?
The people in your chat channel will handle that problem. You ain't gotta worry about
Oh
that.
my god! But, and here's the thing: I've seen some crazy donations, and
I watched this one girl. She was sitting there, and it looked like pajamas. She was wearing like a tank top and pajama shorts, and all of her stuff was covered. But I mean, there wasn't left much to the imagination. She had people donating like $300 and $400 to her.
yeah,
And she was sitting there. You know what she was talking about? Her nails.
Yeah.
You know how many dudes give a fuck about your nails? Zero.
You know how many people? You know how many dudes in the nerding scene think that?
Think that your nails are fascinating? None.
If you
Not
if
one.
they hit a big donation, you might message them back. That might be your future girlfriend. But here's the thing.
That's what they're hoping. They're like, man, if I give this chick $500, she might message me.
Yeah, but if you want to do horror games, seriously, do it. If play whatever. I'm telling you,
I love to watch people who get scared easy play horror games,
you
whether it's
build-
dudes, girls, whatever.
You will build an audience. You can play any game that you want. That's the caveat as being a girl. You can play any game you want.
Yep.
The one person I used to follow, she actually got banned on Twitch because of she broke TOS.
Yeah.
Like she started streaming in basically a bikini, and they're like, "Hey, you can't fucking do that."
Like that, we don't allow that.
And then she was like, "That's bullshit."
And then she called discrimination, right? Like, you guys are discriminating me because I have boobs.
So-
no, we're discriminating against you because we told you that you're not allowed to have your boobs hanging out, and you did
Well,
that anyway.
it was a micro bikini to be exact. She got a.
She was wearing pasties and a piece of duct tape on her crotch.
so
Let's not kid ourselves.
So here's something crazy. So I actually got in a league match with her, and we played league. We played one game. I hit her up, and she had 30 followers on Twitch. 30. She streamed for a month straight. I think probably almost every day for about 2 hours. She ended the month with 1,500 followers.
Yeah.
1,500 followers and averaging about $100 a week to $200 a week in donations. Let that sink in. She
Well-
made almost $1,000 in
We've been doing
Month.
this, how long?
37 weeks.
37 weeks.
Yep.
We're here every week. We do our own streams individually. And I have, not counting today, because that donation was sweet. Not counting today.
You play League?
Oh, yeah.
Nice. Oh, wait, she plays League?
Yeah.
All right. Are you the typical girl? I play support. Because if that's
No,
what you play.
you don't understand her. She likes to assassinate stuff.
So she's probably a mid laner. Probably
she
like
is,
Zed.
she is a killing machine.
Probably-
She's not sitting back going, I'm gonna heal. No, she doesn't want to do that.
She's probably a Zed Talon one trick over here, like ADC. Nice, even better.
I told her that you guys should really like exchange infos because she plays all the games she plays. She likes Call of Duty. She's into League. She's into whatever people are playing right now.
What current rank are you in League? Because I'm gold 4 right now, which I guess that's what's crazy. So gold.
What's the lowest rank you can get?
Iron?
I'm that.
Well, I'll put it this way, like
because I haven't even turned it on.
I'd be like to get 2 viewers playing any game. So I not high. Did you just start playing League, or do you even play rank? Because I have a second account that we could play, even if we couldn't play rank together. But that's my thing.
That's not true, Julia. Last night you had about 5 to 6 viewers watching all of us play D&D. So
I mean, here's the thing, and it doesn't matter. Just be entertaining about it. You're terrible. I mean, I think everybody's terrible unless you're high up. Like, I mean, that's the thing. Like, that's why I tell everybody that plays League. They're like, "Oh, well, I'm bronze, I'm trash." And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm gold and I'm trash." So it doesn't matter. Unless you're a challenger out here, you're probably terrible at the game. Need to make Aaron play with me in MTG Arena.
Aaron doesn't have any decks in Arena.
No,
Although Jason does have a pretty spicy Boros build right now, and
he probably does. He likes the dumb shit.
oh, it's pretty dumb. I have beaten it a couple of times, but he only got like 2 land. So
That's the way to do it. But
no, I got some legitimate wins against him today. He has several different versions of the deck, and yeah, you need to come back and play arenas with him. The new set's dumb.
yeah, I'll have to come back. Play with another girl from work and her husband. They've helped me get a little better. Signing in to look. Okay. Yeah. The big thing about League that I tell anybody. So I almost totally forgot I wanted to talk about it. I just recently I'm doing it's called Skill Capped. It's Skill Capped training. So what it is, it's a website literally called Skill Capped. And they guarantee you. So you sign up for this like year-long thing. It's $60 for the year. Mm-hmm. And they have all these like step-by-step tutorial videos based on what lane you play, what character you play, all this stuff. And they prove, like, if, say, you're Iron 4. So Iron 4, if you play ranked, in 6 months, they guarantee you'll go from Iron 4 to Silver 3 in 6 months. Guaranteed. If you don't, you play, like, you go, like, they give you your money back. Like, a money-back guarantee. ARAM. You just play ARAM? Oh, you don't play any ranked. We'll have to change that. Ranked's fun.
Yeah, so I don't know about that. That sounds cool.
I will say for like new players that are looking to get better, this will teach you a lot of mechanics in the game that you won't probably pick up on your own.
I'm gonna tell you something else too. Like, there's too many videos on YouTube. If you're trying to learn how to play on YouTube, there's too many.
for sure. And you don't know
and most of those people are actually terrible.
They actually all kind of lie a little bit. They're like, oh, well, I'm diamond, but they're a diamond one trick. So when you're a diamond one trick, that means you play one champion and that champion only. And don't get me wrong, a lot of the mechanics still have to go into it, but at the same time, you're good at that one champ. So
it's like these videos I watch for Magic. Like they're talking about their deck being busted and broken. No lie,
it's clickbait.
I'll click the video. I'm looking at it. I go, that seems like that could be fun. So I'll put the deck together. I'll play a couple games against a bot. I'll take out one or two, not many, not the key cards. One or two cards I don't like. Maybe I'll increase the count of whatever. And then I play it. I get trashed for an hour and a half. I can't win a game. And I understand how the deck works. I get it.
Like I said,
but I watch them play it, and it's almost like they were playing against their buddy who just let them beat the bejesus out of them with it.
Yeah, like I said, it's a lot of clickbait sometimes. And, I mean, that's the thing. Like, you have to get past those videos, but that's the nice thing about the skill gapped place, that it kind of tells you, and it gives you like for each matchup and stuff like that. So it's level 28, so you can play ranked in 2 levels. All right, yeah.
Yeah, if you want to find him on Twitch, it's in the bottom corner there.
It's just Vera Coach.
Twitch TV or twitch.tv/Vera Coach. I'm gonna put the link in chat.
Yeah, you're good. But like I said, I can help you out a lot. I've been playing League since season. I've had my account since season 2. I didn't start really getting into League until I was at season 4. So I've been playing League for almost 6 to 7 years now. Mm-hmm. Maybe even longer, maybe 8 years or something like that. So I play a lot. And I have right now, like, I have my buddy, I work with him. He's Diamond, and he kind of coaches me and stuff, because I think once you hit Diamond, you're better than 98.8% of the players that play the game.
I think she's following me on Twitch already. I think so. I don't know.
She should.
I think she pops on a lot of times through Facebook, just because it's one of those apps you're just always on. Oh, yeah. That's why I tried to start doing the Facebook thing, and I've gained some traction. It's kind of went, it's hit the brakes. So, but it's cool. I've almost got 150 followers on nice. Facebook now. So
yeah, you're getting there, man. It takes time, but Jessica, if you have any questions on streaming, and like bit rates and how to stream, how to be more like,
you can talk to either one of us.
Yeah, I've been doing streaming. I got him into streaming. I've been doing streaming for almost 4 years. Like, now I would say I got better. I got a lot better when I was more consistent. Like, when I was doing it for about a 4-month time frame of just like, not really every day, just getting on, grinding for 8 hours for 3 days a week, 4 days a week, you get good. You get good at talking. You get good at just like finding out what works and what doesn't. So I can definitely help you. Mountain Goat 900, welcome back to the stream.
Do we know Mountain Goat?
Yes.
Okay. What's up?
I know Mountain Goat. He's
cool.
He's actually an old Fortnite follower.
Cool.
He started following me when I was doing that like full-time streaming stuff. So
I get more spam from bots and stuff on MTG Arena when I'm streaming that than anything. The one pops up, it's like, MTG is a great game. Go over here to grow your stream. I'm like, ban.
Yeah. I believe Twitch just added something. You can have ban words. One Irish Panda, welcome, and thank you, and welcome to the Coach Army. Appreciate it a lot, man. And yeah, that's the other thing, Jessica. Get a catchphrase. It took me a while to find.
I don't really have one.
Yeah. He's like, what's up?
I'm like,
thanks.
What's up, ladies?
My name's Slim Shady. Oh, it's Jess. Oh, well, One Irish Panda.
That's Jess. I could tell because she's, I think her name on Discord is something Panda. Yeah. I don't remember why. I see her face icon show up. I'm like, oh, it's Jess is on.
Yeah. And honestly, Jess, I'll be streaming later tonight, probably around 9ish. So if you want to watch some League, you probably have work. I get that, but if you want to watch some League, I'll be playing some.
Well, she was drinking some cranberry juice while we were playing D&D last night, and I think that she had a couple of cranberry juices. That she was like, "I'm not trying to be a bummer, but are we almost done?" You could just look, because she has to get up work, and you could just tell like it was getting late.
Yeah.
So
well, we played until, like I said,
she's a hoot.
Oh my gosh, when we did our adventure, we started at like 8:30. When we got done, it was like 1 a.m. And we didn't even know it was 1 a.m. We like literally just zone out.
When you get a good game going,
Yeah, you zone out.
you can play sometimes for hours.
LOL, I was tired. Hey, it happens.
Hey, it happens. I wasn't like hating on you. I thought it was funny. I think I kind of lost track of even what time it was. It happened. But speaking of, like, we were talking about, if you're not already semi-popular somewhere else, it's harder to grow. Paige from the WWE, she made a bet with, I don't know if it's her husband, boyfriend, whatever, but he's the lead singer of a band.
Yeah.
I think the band is Falling in Reverse. I could be wrong on that. I don't know. And he does streaming. And he made a bet with her that she couldn't get, I forget how many followers or subscribers or whatever it was. And if she did, she could slap him in the face. And so she got that and then some, and got to slap him in the face, which was pretty awesome.
I wouldn't even make a bet with somebody like Paige because Paige made it in WWE.
Oh, well, I follow her on Instagram. That's how I even found out that she does anything with Twitch. Because I've always thought she was a really decent wrestler. I thought she has like a cool character. I liked that movie that she like was based around her life and stuff.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, she had some like stuff come out of the closet about her, about some of her activities that she does behind the scenes. But you know what?
Yeah.
So what?
I mean, yeah.
She didn't. It wasn't illegal. It wasn't a crime. You're allowed to do whatever you want to. Whatever. I'm not going to judge you for that.
Yeah, but that's the thing.
I'm going to judge you for your performance in the ring, not your performances out of the ring. Wink, wink.
Wink, wink. Viewer discretion is advised. But no, I mean, that's the thing. Like, I don't understand why anybody that did sports, or if you made it professional in anything, I don't care if you're.
Did you know that Terry Crews streams?
Yeah.
Not often, but he does.
Yeah.
I want to be his friend, like in real life. I want to hang out with Terry Crews.
I mean, there's so many people. Like I said, I mean, famous athletes right now that are streaming because it makes them money, and that's the thing. I think you'd be stupid not to. I mean, it's such a growing environment, and it's a thing you can do forever. As long as you're alive and can breathe and hold a controller and mouse and keyboard, you're going to make money if you've already made it. Like, every pro player, pretty much, as long as you...
Well, if she wasn't following, she is now. Thanks, One Irish Panda, for the follow.
But that's the thing. Like, if you've already made it somewhere, so many pro players from esports have given up esports and stream, and they make more money doing that because... Guess what? You've already have an established with, like, say you were with Cloud9. You already have an establishment with them. They are like, oh, we'll pick you up as a streamer. Bam.
No, I don't remember how many followers she has now. She had a bunch. Like,
who? Paige.
Paige, super fast. She had like a ton.
Oh yeah.
So this guy was hating on our Instagram. I want to actually screenshot it if I can find it again. I'm gonna post it just because it's meme worthy.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, it must be nice to to be a hack streamer or a part-time streamer or whatever, because you had this built-in fan base. And she's like, you know why I deserve this? Because I busted my ass in wrestling for 15 years. That's why I deserve this. So yeah, I brought my own fan base. Sorry that you've been streaming your ass off for like 10 years or whatever, and you have like 4 followers.
I mean,
that's on you. Maybe you suck.
But that's the thing, and people don't realize that, like, streaming isn't for everyone. Like, you could have the personality, you could have everything and never make it. It's the same way with any pro sport you play. You could be just as good as we'll say the average NBA player. You're just as good.
Look at the amount of players that are in the NBA now that are very good, like amazing players, but they get overshadowed by the greats.
Exactly.
Basically, LeBron James right now basically overshadows everybody else on his team. It doesn't matter how good the other players on his team are. No one gives a shit about the other players.
Exactly.
They're like LeBron James.
Exactly, and that's the thing. You will. I mean, especially like. Look at the top college athletes. Like Steph Curry wasn't really a top college athlete until he made it to March Madness, was dropping these dimes on people, and they took a risk on Steph Curry, Golden State. They picked him up.
Worth it though.
And now, I mean, look at him. But now everybody knows his name.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, you're gonna have those, and some people that are just as good. They play college basketball, Division I. They get to the NBA and they never touch the court.
It happens in NFL. It happens in Major League Baseball.
I mean, they go to the G League. But here's the thing. You have a follower base. If you have it, you've made professional, you'd be stupid not to.
If you're popular somewhere else and you want to jump into doing...
Oh, my God.
Post Malone streams.
And
he's like one of the biggest, probably one of the biggest music people now.
He's one of the funniest, like, telling you...
I'm sure he's hilarious.
Post Malone playing Call of Duty is just like every 25-year-old playing Call of Duty. Like,
He's just a guy. I don't think people we forget sometimes because they're a celebrity. They have so much money. We kind of put them up here like they're above us
Yeah.
or better than us. They're not. They're just people.
yeah, and he sits there and talks shit. I mean, he's hilarious. It's funny. He's interactive. He had no idea what he was doing, and that's the cool.
But it
thing.
doesn't matter. He's Post Malone.
Gaming and
He
these
could
celebrities.
He could
have
sit
come
up
so much
on his
closer.
stream and fart on a snare drum for an hour and a half, and he'd still have like 100,000 people watching him
so, like,
because he's Post Malone.
Courage JD. When this all was happening, he was a COD-caster. He literally casted.
I'm ready to go in,
COD.
Coach. Just give me a chance.
Kimmy
I know there's a lot riding on it, but it's all
12546. Thank you for the follow.
psychological.
Welcome to the Coach Army. Appreciate it a lot.
I like your little logo up there. That says boom.
Yeah, I know.
You've changed that.
Yeah, I know.
That looks good.
Thank you.
I haven't seen a
Appreciate it.
follower jump on your stream.
That's
in a
fucked
minute.
up, man. That's real fucked up. but Courage, like, so Courage was just a, he was a COD caster. He basically casted the matches for Pro League, and Post Malone played with him. And I'll put it to you this way: that's the nice thing about gaming is it's brought people that were considered these nerds with these celebrities, and now it doesn't look that bad.
No.
Now it's like,
No, nerds now get to go out on dates. They get girlfriends and or boyfriends.
and people understand it because they're like, video games are fun, especially after all this. Trust me, because the addiction place or whatever it was, they were like, playing 4 hours of video games in a week or something like that is considered addiction. And
Hey, what's going on, Kimmy Head? Kimmy Head.
I'm just gonna say Kimmy.
We're just gonna go with Kimmy, okay?
But what
your
we-
name has a lot of stuff in it.
But like they say it's an addiction, and now like they came out and said playing video games is the best way to pass time during this time. I'm like, make up your mind.
You know what else is an
Am
addiction?
I an addict or what?
You know what else is an addiction? Being a loser.
Don't be a loser. But that's my thing. I mean, it's nice to see where gaming has come, and streaming's never gonna leave. I mean, it's the way of the future.
No, it's here to stay.
So I recommend it
when
to
you
everybody.
got into it at first, I thought the idea and the concept was kind of neat, but now everyone does it.
What are y'all doing? We are currently doing a podcast. We do this every Sunday at 4:00. And this is what we do. We do D&D now. We both do D&D.
Yeah, we talked
and
about that.
I'm a League of Legends streamer. I play really anything I want.
So right now, since the world is all shut down, everything's been canceled. We've been basically recapping our D&D games. We did that for a while. We just make content of just us talking because that's what we do. We talk to the people that come in and talk to us.
So feel free to ask questions. If you want to ask us what our favorite color is, we answer that question.
It's purple, by the way.
It is purple for me too. Are we brothers? No, this is my uncle.
Yeah, I am his uncle, but thank you for thinking that I am young enough to be his brother.
Yeah.
I am old blood in the young ocean.
True. But I mean, that's my thing, guys. Seriously, I recommend it to everybody. If you are looking to stream and looking to do that,
You can do this.
you can do this. You can
You
literally
can just
sit-
get on and not even play games. So maybe you are not good at games. Maybe you don't like to play games. Maybe you don't give a shit about games, right?
and you just want to have conversations with people.
You can just get up here and you can just talk to people.
for sure. Yeah.
And there's people that make a lot of money doing this.
Yeah, just chatters.
Just this.
Yep. I mean, find what you're good at. If you're a good painter, literally buy some canvas and paint and stream it. Like, get some
Yep.
webcams and stream it. If you have a decent camera, I can recommend you a thing that you can plug your camera in and use it as a webcam.
Twitch has really opened that up though with
Oh, yeah.
allowing you to stream things that
Anything.
aren't just games now. Now you can
Yeah.
stream a lot of stuff. I mean, plus if you don't want to go to Twitch, you got YouTube as options.
Yep.
You've got Facebook as options. Just find something you like to do and
And if you have any
get out there and
questions,
do it.
ask us. We'll tell you how to set it up. I will literally get in a call with you and walk you through every
Step by step.
Yeah. Ooh, baby. Gonna get to your girl, or whatever it is. New Kids on the Block. Yeah. That's what. But
That was before your time though.
yeah, but I know I'm a music fanatic. I can probably do the 10 seconds lyrics for every song, for most songs,
For every song?
for most songs.
You said
I'm-
every song ever?
Probably like
Like in existence?
70s
Okay. You mean popular songs?
popular.
Yeah, you should narrow that down because I got some songs I know you've never heard of.
Yeah, I mean, I'm saying if like I've heard like the band itself, I can do a lot of them.
Okay.
Like popular songs.
Let's test this real quick before we go because I got to go to Lowe's and get ant traps.
But it's hard. It's hard without the music.
You don't have to sing it.
Huh.
I just want you to speak the lyrics.
Okay.
You guys can start throwing songs. They have to be popular songs in chat if you want to.
And you can't go like 1950s.
No,
Like,
it's got to be like from the 70s
yeah,
or 70s to current.
yeah. I'll probably be better at the current and maybe some old.
All right, let's go with
Oh God,
Dr. Pepper,
Dr. Pepper.
like the soda. Is that a song?
If it's a song, I've never heard of it, like, and it must not have been popular.
Well, that's one strike. Let's do.
But if it's a band, I definitely know. Like, yeah.
All right,
probably.
we'll go with a real big one because I really like embarrassing you. We're gonna go with Celine Dion's "My Heart Will Go On."
I never listened to it live.
Well, that was a really popular song.
Give me a current one,
A current one,
like 2000s.
2000s.
Yeah.
Um,
He picked like somebody that like he knew the answer was gonna be I didn't know it.
he's gonna be like, "Who's Celine Dion?" I
mean,
she's popular, right?
because she made "Do You Believe in Love" after they're a different person, same person. Yeah, it is. Do you believe in love after life or whatever?
That's Cher.
Cher. Yeah, that's right.
They're not the same person.
So, I did mix up.
That's okay. How about let's do
See, it's weird because you don't have the music to like help you like
yeah.
with the tempo. Like, you're like,
Let's go with
I could definitely do rock.
let's do Ozzy.
Fuck, man, dude, why gotta hurt my feelings?
Crazy Train.
Oh, I mean, isn't it like
You can pick one of those two. High School Never Ends by Bowling for Soup.
I'm not fuck Bowling for Soup.
So basically, we've just put all through your theory because we've named 3 songs. You couldn't do any of them.
watch, like
He couldn't do any of them.
like what? No, okay, you guys pick Bowling for Soup. Like I can name 20 more popular bands than Bowling for Soup.
No, you only want us to name the bands that you know because you said you could do any song.
This isn't fair. I mean,
All right, guys, throw out a couple more. It's got to
But,
be.
like-
It's got to be
but, like-
popular. It had to be
well,
at
like
least
Crazy
like a,
Train, like millions of people, living something. God, this is tough. It's tough without the music. If you can't have music to like give you the rhythm. I have nothing wrong with Bowling for Soup. I just don't know the song.
What he means is he needs the song on so that he can hear the words.
No, I don't. No, I don't. I have. This is bullshit. I demand.
All right, go. How about it's got to be something that was at least like a top 50 hit. I mean, we can't because anybody could name like weird obscure songs that no one's heard of, but like the 4 people that go to their concerts. I'm not going to throw anything Nickelback at you because you're the biggest Nickelback fan. And honestly, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't even honestly know if you were telling me the truth or not. You could completely lie your way through Nickelback lyrics, and I go, "Yep, sounds legit."
It's like women. They hurt my feelings. God damn spiritual, man. Iron Man. That's a pretty easy one because like it's just basically Iron Man for the first 10 seconds. Like I am Iron Man, and then it's like 5 more seconds. I am. There you go. Done.
He's like, I got that one. How?
Boom. One for 6.
How about let's go with
I know it's gonna be a hard one.
let's go with let's go with rap. You know rap.
I will say this, like, it's "Forgot About Dre" by Eminem. I can rap that whole.
Yeah,
song.
no, we're not picking that one. We're gonna
That's
go
a
with
good
"Hypnotized" by Biggie Smalls.
Oh, I mean
That song is super popular.
I know. I've heard this. I've definitely heard this song, and like I said, that's one of those like, especially with rap. Rap's a lot harder, because like the beat matters. But like,
and those guys do it.
now
without
I'll put it this
beats.
way, and it's not Hypnotized because.
No, what I'm saying is they do it without
Oh.
beats on the street.
Oh, thanks, buddy. I didn't know that. But they're like professional.
If you don't want that one, we've got another suggestion. Go
Like-
with a
I-
remix to Ignition by R. Kelly.
Oh, okay, I'm not doing R. Kelly. Like that dude. That dude does 14-year-olds and says, like
Oh,
that.
gosh.
I don't know if you've seen that. So R. Kelly basically said, "I didn't know she wasn't 18," and then literally in the video of the sex tape that they had, he's like, "Tell me you're 18. Tell me you're 18." She's 14,
That's gross.
and I'm like, R. Kelly, you can't win the trial now. They done got you.
They got you on tape going, Just tell everybody that you're 18. It's gonna be fine.
Yeah, like, but, like, because I like Juicy, I always remember Juicy. And then, like, Hypnotize, I've heard that one, like, I've heard so many of these songs. This is actually making me so frustrated because I don't get the beats. So, like, I can't just think of it. It's like when people walk up to you at random and they're like, name a woman, like, and people are like, oh my god, I don't know.
What are women? I don't even know what those are.
I'm just making excuses now. I'm telling you, I have references.
He has references.
Like Maggie in the car absolutely hates getting in the car.
But that's
with me.
because he has the song there. I mean, everybody knows the song when it's playing.
Yeah, but like, because that's why I should have been more clear. If the song is playing with the beat, it's a lot easier.
Oh well, this was a fun game. You've ruined the game now. It's fine. It's totally fine.
Fucking quit the podcast. I'm so tired of this shit. I make you. This is gonna make me mad. So.
Okay, one last try. Baby Got Back. Sir Mix-a-Lot.
I can't do it without the beat.
Oh my god. All right, guys. I got to go to Lowe's and get ant traps. I think we're about done for today.
I don't even need like him talking. Like, give me just the actual beat.
I mean, you know the song, right?
I do.
You've heard like, how about Ice Ice Baby?
Oh, I can do that. But again, it helps so much with like the beat. It really does.
Stream idea. We play Name That Tune.
Oh, I could do that.
I would be down with that if we wouldn't get like muted. I would be totally down with that. That'd be fun.
I don't know if you play.
Do they have like an app or something we could do that where you could get away with it? Because that sounds like that would be a lot of fun.
I'm hooked on the jean sheets wearing them. Oh baby, I want to get with you and take your picture. Yeah, I know the song.
So you know the game I'm actually really looking forward to is that Fuse game, the Fuser.
Yeah.
I think that they've worked out some stuff with various different outlets, and I think that we're going to be able to stream it and not get muted.
I'm gonna find us a game because I know we'll both be really good at Name That Tune because, like I said, you hear the tune and you know.
Well, I mean, they have that one app. It's like Song Pop or whatever. But I'm like, are we going to just get muted the whole video? Because that would be terrible. They're not going to mute our live stream. They'll mute the playback.
So what you have to do, as long as you're talking, I know on Twitch, if you stop talking, Twitch will mute it. But if you are talking, and I think it can detect if it's desktop audio versus microphone audio. So I think what you could do, I'm not even kidding you, is do the, I'm not going to say her name in the room because she'll go off. You know what I'm talking about. They actually have a song.
Echo.
They have a song quiz on there.
Oh, okay. That, you know what? That sounds like a whole episode of a podcast right there. We could have fun with that.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can set that up next week.
I'm down.
We're gonna do a version of Name That Tune next week.
Yeah, I'll.
And we'll see who has the musical might in the family.
Me. Baby Got Back, bowling for soup. So. Jason would be good competition.
Jason knows a lot of music.
That's the thing. Like, I listen to everything, so I guess I can't be mad. I think this is our longest podcast ever, by the way.
Since the
dawn of time.
No, we've gone longer than this. We've gone actually almost 2 hours before.
Oh,
plus, you got to remember we had like a 10-minute countdown. So.
All too easy.
Hey, thanks for the lake, Julia. But seriously, I think it's time to wrap it up.
Hell
as much
yeah.
as I hate to say that, because we could keep talking all night, but I got to go get some ant traps because there are ants in the house, which means that there will soon be ants in the pants, and then that's going to be one pissed off Nictus.
You could kick my butt. I beg to differ.
You kick my butt or his butt? Because you probably could kick his butt, but I'm a walking encyclopedia of worthless knowledge.
Yeah. And I beat off with both hands.
I am the equivalent of Google for pop culture references before Google was
I know
around.
Black Bear.
When Google is down, people say, "Hey, what was that movie with that guy?" And they call me.
Yeah, and then he's like, I don't know, wait till Google's back up.
And then I'm like, I don't know, why don't you ask your Echo Dot?
True.
Why don't you ask your Google Home?
Yeah.
Why don't you ask Siri?
Yeah. Huh? Tell him, Kev. Give it to him straight.
All right, to all my actually, I do have a catchphrase.
What is it?
Well, it's for intro.
Give it to me.
The catchphrase is, I am Nictus. I play games, and this is Nictus Plays Games. But I need to get one when I get a follower.
Yeah.
Like, welcome to the playroom.
I wouldn't go with that one. That's R. Kelly's catchphrase.
Maybe we'll go with sup.
That's it.
I like it. Sup.
Sup. Needs work. We'll work on it.
See, Jess knows me from back at in the Spencer's days when I used to be even more hilarious. That's why we're friends now. She used to come in and buy stuff.
I like it.
So, we've been friends that long. But anyway, we're out of here. Thanks for watching. This has been like a really fun one.
X-Force.
Since the since the quarantine. This is our longest stream since the quarantine, so good job. I don't have anything else to say.
X-Force.
Welcome to the dungeon. That would fit more, I think. Well, this is the dungeon. I always call it the dungeon.
Welcome to the sex dungeon.
Maybe I need to change my icon to like a dude with like a Gimp mask and like a ball gag or something. I'll see if I can get Faded Jen to hook up a new logo for me.
Some things are getting too kinky here.
No, I like it. Welcome to the dungeon. That's pretty good. Welcome to the dungeon. We roll dice here. But to all my D&D players, well, this is what was funny last night, right? One more thing, and then we're out of here for real.
I think you're lying to me. We're never out of here.
I had 5 people watching the stream, and the people that watched me the most were all in the game playing and not actually watching the stream. So I was like, I have new people watching the stream. This is sweet.
Guys, it's just.
It was like half my normal audience was in the game already.
Good.
So, but anyway,
Okay.
I'll see you guys next week for D&D on and then I'll be playing games and whatever.
And I'll see you guys probably tonight with the League of Legends stream and stream for most of the week. But
I'm gonna go get ant traps and tacos. Let's do this shit.
yeah, I gotta sneeze.
Oh,
So-
please don't, Corona.
So episode 37.
Don't you sneeze. If
I'll yawn and stuff.
if you fucking sneeze in here,
I'll fucking do it.
no,
I
fuck
got-
you up.
Big balls. I'll do it. But episode 37. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Hopefully, as you guys enjoyed the podcast, make sure you share, like, subscribe, stars, whatever you got to do.
Thanks again for the stars, Trudy. That's awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah. But we love you guys so much. Appreciate it a lot. And until next time, stay healthy, San Diego. Bye.